Welcome to the Bankhouse Media podcast. I am your host, Matthew Toman, the founder of Bankhouse Media. On this podcast, we're going to give you some tips and advice from our experiences that will help your business thrive in this digital age. We will also be speaking to fellow business owners who will talk about exactly how they grew their business online, got through their hardest times, and how they turned a profit. I am also going to introduce you to some of the Bankhouse Media team who will share their knowledge and hopefully add even more value to your business. Thank you so much for listening, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hi and welcome back to the Bankhouse Media podcast. I am your host for the show, Matthew Toman. I am the founder and CEO of Bankhouse Media. So what we're going to talk about today is the power of video. Video is something that we use with our own agency, and it's also something we use for most of our clients. And we really do push and encourage video and everybody to use it in some form. Now, what you're going to learn on this podcast today is the types of video that are out there and that relate to your business, and the types of videos that you could actually use and implement from now. How to have a high quality home setup, a home or an office setup, just a few small tips and tricks that will actually help you really make your video feel much more professional and a much higher quality. And then the importance of getting personal, so we're going to talk a bit about that as well. Bankhouse Media is a fully serviced digital media agency, but we started off with Bankhouse Productions. Bankhouse Productions is a film and documentary company. We do movies, we do documentaries. Our last documentary done really well at the Dublin International Film Festival. We sold out the biggest theatre in the whole festival on the Saturday night slot and got great reviews. It's an absolutely cracker documentary and something I'm really proud of. It features Colin Farrell, which we were delighted for him to be a part of it as well. But I started off with video back in 2012, before Bankhouse was even opened. I worked with a different production company, and it was all very much understanding how to shoot things, how to light things, I wanted to know every single thing about video and how to make it the best that I possibly can. Trial and error over the years taught me a lot of lessons, and now we're in a good place, so we have a really good understanding of the best way to shoot video for best costs, and also the importance of it. So to jump right in, so types of video that are out there, you have to start with the brand awareness video. So the brand awareness video pretty much lets as many people out there know about what your brand is and what your brand stands for. So if you do have a face to the company, or if you're lucky enough that you can get the owner on camera, if he wants to get on or she wants to get on and chat about the products and services that their company provides and what makes them unique to their competitors, this is a really great way to have people know exactly what your business stands for, the products that it sells, and the people that it serves. For brand awareness videos, you can really run good Facebook and Instagram campaigns for very low amount of money and get your video out there to as many people as possible. If you don't have a face of the company, and if you don't have an owner that wants to get on camera, that is completely fine. You can use text, you can use voiceover, and you can also use animation. It doesn't matter regardless. It's still a better way of getting your brand out there than just standalone graphics. It gives people a taste of what your business is, the product that it serves, and I think brand awareness videos are essential. I think that you need to get as many people to know who you are whenever you're launching your product or service. And you can really go targeted into the areas that you serve. If you serve online, then you open up to the world, and you can really pick the areas and zone into each one at each time. If you're in a specific area, you're a hairdressing salon, you're a solicitor, whatever that may be, you make a brand awareness video and you just target that area to bring in leads or to bring in more business. This video will definitely bring in business to your company. It will bring in revenue, it'll bring in leads. If you have a really well produced brand awareness video and you have it very targeted to a specific area, it will really help bring in business and bring in revenue. So instructional and explainer videos. These videos are pretty much what it says on the tin. These types of videos shows the customer how to use your product. They will have a full understanding and knowledge of what your product is about, exactly how to use it, and they're not going to feel like, oh God, what do I do next? This product is no good. I don't like this product. If they watch an explainer or instructional video on how to use it, they're going to say, yes, I understand this fully now. With this, you're going to get more referrals. and you're going to get more retention. So if someone has a good experience with your product, they're going to say, yes, I had a brilliant experience with that, and they're going to tell somebody else. So I think explainer and instructional videos are extremely important if your product needs it. You know, there's people out there think, oh, but my product's easy to use. That's because you built it. That's because you understand it. If you bring somebody through your customer journey with a video, onboard them with a video, and actually show them right now that you're onboarded, this is how you use this. This is how you will get more retention and more referrals. So even though you think your product may be easy to use, ask someone's opinion. Say, is this product easy to use, or do you feel that a customer explainer video would do well on our YouTube channel or on our website? And if the answer is yes, then make one, 100%. So testimonials, testimonial videos are they're just the best. They're the best for bringing in business. For years and years, you know, every single website that you go onto, or if you're buying something, you jump down to the testimonial section and you do read them. It's one of the only parts that I actually read. You know, people get onto Google reviews, people get onto everything. They read. Now, if you can get someone on video, that is going to be way more effective. You can run this as a video campaign. You can run this as a brand awareness campaign using a video testimonial. And especially if you're fortunate enough to have an influencer or someone with a big following who really likes your product or service, if they're able to do a testimonial video on it, whether it just be a story video, them talking about it, hey, I had a brilliant experience with this company. I strongly recommend anybody else to use them as well. Or if you can get them into your building and you can actually video them having the product or service, whether it is maybe injectables, maybe facials, maybe they had a really good experience with website development, no matter what it is, if that person has had a really positive experience with your product or service, if you can get them onto video talking about that, this will benefit your company. And I strongly recommend you start to push for it and you start to ask, you know, would you consider doing a testimonial video for us? And if they've had a really, really good experience, they will say yes. Some of them might be frightened beyond belief to get online. Not to get online, to get in front of a camera, sorry. But if that is the case, then you know, there's not much you can do about that. But if you do have an influencer or someone with a big following that is used to speaking on their stories or speaking on cameras, then if they come in and do one for you, this would be great because they've already got a built-in audience. Don't forget, there's already people bought into them and trust them. And then if they say, well, I love this product, they're just going to shift over to you and say, well, I want to try it. And that's really what the goal is here with the testimonial videos. You want to say, okay, let's get as many good testimonial videos that showcase all of our products and services, and then they in turn will bring in more business. So story ads, right? So we do a lot of story ads on Instagram, on Facebook. We haven't really went into Snapchat much because it's not the audience that we do, but a lot of people use them in Snapchat as well. YouTube also has got stories now. So with story ads, these are great whenever you're running an ad campaign because you get to show your offer very quick. Again, if you've got a face to the product, then you get someone talking about it. If not, you can make some really, really great little animated videos with swipe up links that will allow your potential client to swipe straight up and land into your funnel, onto a landing page, work their way through the funnel into the shopping cart or into the lead form, and then you hopefully will convert that lead or that person that lands on your funnel into a sale. I love story videos. It's something that we do really, really well at Bankhouse. We have a lot of success with converting them on ad campaigns, and we also just love to do them as well. We love to make them because you can be creative with them. They're great for brand awareness as well, because if you've got a brand awareness video that's running on your newsfeed, I would also suggest converting that into a story format, and whenever you're setting up your ads, run them as two separate videos. Run just ads for stories on Instagram and then run newsfeed videos as well, because you can really get to see exactly which ones are responding well and how much each of them are costing per click or per lead. But we'll come back to that at some point whenever we're talking about ads. But for now, I would also have, like, every video that you put on a newsfeed, I would get that converted into story. And stories, you have only 15 seconds. Now you can load up to a minute on stories as well, but I would also get the minute video maybe edited down to maybe max 30 seconds, just to sort of try to keep people engaged, because it's so easy on stories just to click on to the next one, where if you can get a lot of information into the 15 seconds, which you actually can, believe it or not, that would be a much better way, because you'll be able to keep them for that 15 seconds and hopefully they will swipe up and go into your funnel then. So what else? So retargeting ads, that's another type of video. So the retargeting ads, it's basically someone who has either been on your website or been in your DMs on Instagram, or they literally have engaged with you on some level at some point, whether it's on your website, on your Facebook page, in your Facebook shop, on your YouTube channel, through Google and through Facebook, Instagram, anywhere where someone has engaged with you, you can retarget them. I also suggest you can split test this with a graphic and a video, but I also suggest in your retargeting video to create an offer. So don't forget, this person has already been on your platform at some place and they've already seen what you offer or what you provide. So say, for example, they've seen something for $97 or 50 euros or whatever that may be. Then if you retarget to them with a video, you're offering them maybe 10% off. And whenever they swipe up into that funnel, it will automatically add the discount code to 10% off. So with your retargeting video ads, always put an offer in there. And then just have those going out as well. Again, it's a very cheap and very effective way of bringing people back into your funnel, back into your sales cart, back into your lead form, and getting them out there. I can't stress this enough, guys. Video is the key to this. Graphic is brilliant as well. Whenever we split test video and graphic, sometimes the graphic does better, but at least we've had the video to test, because 9 times out of 10 the video actually has been much more responsive and much more engaging. But you can do this without video as well, but again, we'll come back to this whenever we're running through an ads, whenever we're covering ads. So a VSL, whenever someone says to you, what do you have a VSL for that page, what that is a video sales letter. Now, a video sales letter doesn't have to be a 60-second promo video, it doesn't have to be a 15-second ad. It's actually a long form video which will bring you through the whole process. So if you have a high ticket product that you're trying to sell, whether it's a coaching platform or if something that somebody is going to spend a lot of money on, what you want to do is, or they're going to be bought in for a long time, such as buying into your app or anything like that, what you want to do is you want to have a video that is a longer form video that just explains to them exactly what they're paying for and exactly pointing out the reasons why your product is the solution to the problems that they're having. So clearly identifying the problems that you're going to solve within this. A lot of people will relate to some of the problems that are in there. And then once you identify what those problems are, and then you talk people through exactly how you're going to solve it. So a video sales letter is your face of the brand, or somebody that can represent the brand, that is sitting just telling people what the product and service is going to do for them. These work really well with personal brands. If someone is going to be bringing somebody through a coaching call, if someone is going to be training this person in fitness, whatever that may be. Now, this video could be 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I've seen video sales letters for 60 minutes. I've watched them myself. Whenever I was spending money on coaching or spending money on a product that was high end, I wanted to get as much information about this as possible. So even though this video may be 30 minutes, don't think people won't watch it. If someone does get to the end of your 30 minutes, you've nearly got them sold. It's not going to take much to push that person over the edge into your sales cart, because they're already invested. Because at that point, don't forget, they would have been on your website. They would have seen maybe a 45 to 60 second video somewhere. They would have seen maybe a story ad. They would have been retargeted to. And then they're getting all the way through your funnel. They finally get to the video sales letter that's sitting at maybe 10, 15, 20, 30, 35 minutes, an hour. They've got all the way through that. These people are bought into your business, and you have done all of this through video. So you are still off on holidays somewhere, or you're still, working away with your clients or working away with your team, and there's somebody somewhere that has got all the way through your funnel via video, right to the very end, where they're just like, right, okay, I'm ready to make this purchase, and you don't even know yet. That person is only floating around in your network or in your funnel, and you haven't even met them yet. And then next thing, you get a call and say, yeah, they wanna now work with you, and you're thinking, brilliant. And that was all done through video, where they had the brand awareness. They maybe researched a bit more on your YouTube channel. They maybe watched an explainer video. Maybe got retargeted to with a story ad, swiping up into your funnel, read a bit more about it, watched the video sales letter, and then they're right to the end where they're like, right, okay, I want to purchase with this person. And you can create that whole funnel with video yourself. That's what I'm saying about the power of video. People just don't understand that You can automate so much of your business, but you can also automate so much of the sales process. You can bring so many people through the sales process and have them clear understanding without you even having to do anything. And once you set this up, then you just drive traffic into it with ads, or you have people doing an influencer campaign or an email marketing campaign, and you have people just constantly coming in and just working their way through your funnel by watching videos of you explain about the product and service, and really getting to know them, getting to know you a bit better, getting to know your business a bit better. I could rattle on about this all day, but I think you get it at this point. Video is the way forward. So the next part is, don't be afraid to get personal. This is for people who are afraid to sort of put themselves in front of camera because they think, oh no, so-and-so is going to see this, or my partner's going to see it, or my mom's going to see it and going to, think, what are you doing on video? You're going to have to just blank all that out. Don't be afraid to step on in front of camera. Now, I'm on podcasts, I'm in front of camera, I have been on TV, I have also, back in the day, acted. I was in a couple of low-budget feature films. Now, the first time I went to do this, I was absolutely petrified. And I always say the first time I went to do my acting class and I stood up and had to speak in front of everybody, it sounded like I was having a stroke. I'm dyslexic, and I struggle with, reading, and standing up in front of strangers and saying these lines out loud from a movie that you hadn't even seen before and really get trained was scary, and I understand that. Now I am a public speaker and I spend an hour up on stage talking to people, talking to 600 people in the room that are all strangers, that are, and I love it. I get the biggest buzz off it that I've ever had. I get a buzz off going on camera now, and I get a buzz off being on podcasts. I have fallen in love with the process of something that used to scare the absolute crap out of me. It really, really used to petrify me. So what I would suggest is practice makes perfect. I'm going to show you a few tips of how to set up a system yourself with your home recording studio. And what you do is you just practice and practice and practice. Also, just on that note though, even with me public speaking, I have a mentor who teaches me public speaking, Bernie Allen. She's absolutely amazing. So if anybody really wants to get in front of camera or wants a bit of confidence in talking, Bernie is brilliant. She has coached me through getting on stage and talking through there. Now, I had acting teachers and everything throughout the years, and even though I was crap at it at the time, I think everything does teach you, and just the practice makes perfect, and getting back in front of the camera and pushing yourself. So don't be afraid to get on camera. That's the first thing that I will say. If you are able to get on camera, and if you're happy enough to stand in front of camera and you've got the camera in front of you, don't be afraid to get a bit personal. We always talk about in Bankhouse, the first thing I do with any clients is brainstorm your why. Why did you start this business? Because that is what makes you unique against your competitors. And if you can get this across on video, then you're on to a winner. People will relate to you more. The reason why people buy into your product instead of going to a competitor will be you. It will be the person that's on camera. It will be the person who's talking about their past experience with it. It will be the person who's talking about the reason why they started this business. It will open up a whole new audience. It will open up people that will say, God, I listened to that girl and I really relate to her. I think she's an inspiration. They'll start to think of you as all these different things, and then they will want to come into your want to know a bit more about your business, and then they'll do a bit more research. Now, once they get back into there, then they've landed on your funnel, they've watched your VSL, they're getting retargeted on your offer ad. At this point, not only are they seeing you talking on camera and they're relating to you, they're now starting to see that your product or service, one, can really help them because of more information on it, and two, God, I can get this offer. It's 10% off today, 50% off today, or buy one get one for free, whatever that may be. So once they get into that and you've got that whole funnel set up with all your video, then they've already bought in because they relate to you, and then they start to say, oh my God, this business is brilliant. There's a lot of offers here and it's somewhere that I really want to shop and spend time in. So don't be afraid to get personal on video. Don't be afraid to get personal on your social media, whether it's standing just with a story video or setting up a full camera and having someone direct you. Now, the different types of video, I do but 100% believe that every website should have a professional video shot. And I know that might sound, that's a bit expensive. I don't want to do that. It's a one-off payment. You don't have to do professional videos for all of the video content that you put out there. I actually think that some of the more authentic stuff where you're just holding it with your story actually converts even better. But you want to have, whenever someone lands on your brand, the feeling of a luxurious feeling, like a highly produced video, where someone lands on, they say, right, okay, well, look, they've put money into this, that it's not something just shot in your office with your iPhone with bad sound. I think that if you are going to do video, you need to have a highly produced video for your website, for your YouTube videos, for your channel and things like that. And I think it's really, really important too. And then you can break off into, with Facebook Live now, it's all a bit, you can go live anywhere from your mobile. And the sound is really good. It's not highly produced. Sometimes the lighting's bad, but people watch it because it could be engaging content. That's the reason why they're watching that. So Facebook Live has given us the opportunity to be a bit more, to not keep the standard as high all the time. Instagram Stories has done the same, where sometimes the lighting's bad, sometimes the camera's a bit shaky, sometimes the sound's a bit off, but people are engaged because they like the content. So the different types of video is a professional video that would sit on your website, your YouTube channels. You've also got your YouTube channels. Then you've also got your Facebook Lives, your story videos that you're talking on story video and stuff like that. With video, there's a couple of effective things that you can do that are really going to bring the production value of your content up. You can shoot things now on your iPhone, on any sort of smartphone that you have. You can shoot stuff on there. What I would recommend is getting a mic that plugs into your phone and getting a tripod. Now, whenever you get a mic that plugs into your phone and the sound brings so much the sound quality is so much better, this brings the quality of your video up 10 times. People will forgive a dodgy image on screen. They will not forgive bad sound. If they have to listen and think, what is he saying again, or what is she saying, what did they just say, then they're going to get frustrated and they're going to switch off. If it's clear sound that they can understand, they could set their phone down and just listen to it with their earpods in. So you can get one, you need a tripod. So get a tripod for your camera to set up. Get one that actually can set up quite high, that it not just a table one that you can actually put up if you're standing, for example. You need a mic that will plug into your phone. You can get really good Rode mics for like $70, I think it is. And they're lapel mics. They just plug into the back of your iPhone, or they connect to your iPhone, and you have it connected to your t-shirt just below your chin. Clip it on. It's like radio mics, lapel mics. One of those. You can also get lighting is really important. Now, I have bought all forms of lighting before. I've bought LED panels, and I've spent thousands on them. But I've also bought this bag of lights. I'll link them in the description below. I bought them on Amazon for £70. And they were the best lights I'd ever had. I was over in London one weekend shooting, and I needed extra lights. One of my best mates, an actor, he was using them for self-tapes, and I said, do you mind if I borrow those tomorrow? I took them back to Ireland with me. He will tell you, I had them for like 6 months, 7 months. I finally gave them back to him, and then I bought myself another pair straight away, £70. I had spent thousands at this point on lights, and these are a bag of lights that I bring everywhere. They go onto my back. I bring them to the States. I bring them to London, anywhere I'm traveling. And I'll link them in the description below. You can get them on Amazon, and they're absolutely brilliant. I have them with me now. Everywhere I go, I have them. So that when I'm filming. So I think lights, a mic, and a tripod, and you can shoot with your phone. Now, if you're going to get a DSLR, you can get a really good Canon with like a 50mm lens that will give you really nice depth with it, that where the back is like out of focus. Now, I don't know how to use any of this stuff. I have a team of people that set me up in video. I can get myself by. I can set up a camera setup myself, but I don't know anything about equipment. I don't know anything about like the type of lenses that are going to give you, really good depth and stuff like that. I should know more, but I stay very much in my own, where I serve best. I stay very much in my own lane and let the other guys do that. But for you can do this with your iPhone, especially with the new iPhone 11, I think it is, the newest one out at the minute. It has 3 cameras, and you can actually shoot a full documentary on. You can shoot a wide, a mid, and a close-up with that camera. So again, if you get that phone, do a explainer video or a how-to video, and watch it and get to know every single thing about that. I've already done them. I haven't got that phone just yet. I'm going to get it though, but I've already done all the explainer videos, and I'm sold that I want to buy that phone because I know that video will serve me in what I want to do. So whenever it comes to editing a video, I have a team of editors that do all the editing for me, but I have sat down before in the past and edited a full video myself. It was difficult because it's not where I sit, it's not what I'm meant to do, it's not my talent, but I did want to do it because I wanted to prove that I could. Now I ended up going through it. I used Adobe Premiere Pro, and I edited the whole thing myself. I done it on a Mac, an actual iMac. I didn't realize that, I forgot that Macs don't have batteries, so I switched it off without saving it and lost everything. That was very frustrating, but I sat down and I done it again myself, and I edited a blog. I never want to do them, or vlog. I never want to do it again, to be honest. It's not my type of thing. I get very frustrated with it, but I've sat down and used iMovie, and it was much more effective for me. iMovie was easy for me to bring in a video that I had shot with my phone, cut out the bits that I didn't want to, overlay music, and just literally put the titles on the both ends of it, and then send it on. This is a very easy way for me to do Instagram stories on the fly and on the go. But anything else, I ask the guys in the office to edit it for me. You can edit things yourself, and especially if you've got an eye for it, and you may have an eye and don't even realize just yet. But again, going onto YouTube and going on to explainer videos, how do I edit movies on an iPhone? How do I edit movies on a laptop? How do I use Premiere Pro? What is Final Cut? You know, all these different things, it will just literally talk you through how to do it. And if you've got an eye for it, and if you're anywhere technical at all, you may be able to just jump in and really take to it like a duck to water. A lot of people do. Most of the people on the team, even though they're not editing video, can. And they actually enjoy it. I'm the only one, I think, that absolutely detests it. I just don't like anything technical, and that's it. But if you want to edit, again, getting back into an explainer video or how-to video, and you will be able to say, okay, this is something that I like, and this is something that I may be able to do in the future. So I would encourage anybody to just type it into Google, how do I edit video, and just watch as much information as you can. If you cannot afford to get this done by a company, then please just absorb every single bit of free content out there that shows you how to. You know, you don't have to. I have sat down and made a sales funnel myself, again with video. I've done it once. I never want to do it again, but I wanted to prove to myself that I could, because I want to tell other people that you can do this as well yourself. Sitting down with ClickFunnels and drag and drop and building out a sales cart and all that stuff. I've done it all myself. Again, I've got a team of people that do it, and I'm very blessed for that and grateful. But you can do this yourself. If you can't afford a team of people to do this for you right now, or if you can't afford an agency, absorb every single bit of free content that there is about the thing that you want to know about, and you will teach yourself how to do it. And then once you make enough money doing that, and then you have enough budget there to delegate that to somebody else, delegate that chore off to someone else, or delegate that task off to someone else, and then get back into where you're meant to be. Whatever it is you started out that business, stay focused on that, and moving forward and growing. So that's it. Bit of an insight into video. As you can tell by this podcast, I think video is extremely important, and you have absolutely no excuse about not getting on camera yourself, or just everybody's got a smartphone these days. Everybody's got YouTube where it can show you how to edit free software. I've given you a few very low cost effective ways to set up a home studio with a phone and set of lights and a mic for less than $150 or $200. You can have a professional setup at your home and then use a free editing software. There's been a few different tips about the different types of videos that are out there, and you can really go through this and start to think, what video sits with my company? What one do I need? Do I need a brand awareness video? Do I need a story ad? Do I need a video sales letter? So whether you decide to go live on video, speak on your stories, buy a home recording kit for less than $200 and just put yourself back on front of camera and just test and rehearse and get better, or delegate out to an agency, video is definitely the way forward that is going to benefit your business. All the videos that I talked through today on the podcast, there is something in there that you could do right now, or you could even reach out and see about getting a quote for, or seeing how much it would cost to get it done, and start to put video all around your business, start to build video into your business, and start to see your customers engage with it. The stats speak for themselves. We have stats of graphic and we have stats of video. Video outweighs graphic nearly 90% of the time to 100% of the time, and we're up there with it. And I just really strongly advise anybody who's not getting into video right now, or is in video but should be doing more, to do it. So thanks so much for listening, and I will speak to you next time. Thank you so much for listening to the Bankhouse Media Podcast. If you want to take your business to the next level and learn the exact skill set that we use to elevate all the businesses we work with, then you're going to want to check out our brand new Bankhouse Media Academy launching in September. We want to empower as many business owners as possible to explode their results by using the strategies that we use on a daily basis. This course will give you the opportunity to grow your business and reach as many people as you possibly can. To get an exclusive early bird offer, just head over to bankhousemedia.ie/academy. Everyone who pre-registers to our academy gets a 30-minute free consultation with one of the team members at Bankhouse Media to discuss your business goals. Just head over to bankhousemedia.ie/academy and we will take it from there. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time on the Bankhouse Media Podcast.